Britain is at a crossroads, facing a stark ultimatum from across the Atlantic. A senior economic advisor to Donald Trump has sent a clear message. Drop the socialist EU, embrace the US, or prepare for tariffs. This isn't just about trade, it's about the future direction of the UK. So, what's the story here? Let's break it down. Stephen Moore, one of Trump's top economic advisors, didn't mince his words. In an interview, he urged Britain to abandon its cozying up to Europe and instead prioritise a trade deal with the United States. He put it bluntly, the UK must choose between EU socialism or US freedom. This bold statement comes amidst Labour's push to repair ties with the EU, something the Trump camp seems keen to disrupt. Prime Minister Keir Starmer is now in the spotlight, facing mounting international pressure. The pro-EU Labour government has made resetting Britain's relationship with Europe its flagship foreign policy. But Trump's incoming administration is clearly not thrilled with this direction. Just this week, it was revealed that President-elect Trump plans to veto Starmer's deal to hand the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, a move that could embarrass the UK government due to concerns over the joint UK-US airbase on Diego Garcia. But there's more to this than geopolitics. Trump's team wants Britain to abandon its EU-focused strategy in favour of a US-UK free trade deal. Moore's warning? If Britain leans towards the European model of governance, Washington may lose interest in striking a deal altogether. Not everyone is buying the rhetoric. Economist and former MEP Molly Scott Cato, part of the European Movement UK, slammed the Trump team's tactics as outright bullying. She argues that closer ties with Europe would bring greater economic benefits than bending to US demands. Cato explained, "Making trade harder with our largest export market, Europe, has hurt our economy. But instead of taking these hits, we can address the barriers caused by Brexit, starting with practical steps like a veterinary agreement to reduce red tape." Meanwhile, Chancellor Rachel Reeves is walking a tightrope. On one hand, she's exploring a US trade deal. On the other, she's made it clear that Labour won't compromise on agricultural standards or Britain's relationship with Europe. Speaking to ITV News, Reeves was firm. "We're not going to allow British farmers to be undercut by lower standards from abroad." But the question remains, what would a US-UK trade deal even look like? Critics warn that such a deal might open the door to American food products with far lower standards, something Britain's farming industry might struggle to compete with. Kim Darroch, Britain's former ambassador to the US, revealed that Trump offered a trade deal back in 2017. The catch? It could have devastated British agriculture. So here's the big picture. Britain is stuck between two giants. The EU, its largest export market, and the US, a potential free trade partner. But at what cost? Is it time for the UK to embrace a deal with Trump's America, or should it double down on strengthening ties with Europe? The stakes are high, and the decisions made now could shape Britain's economic future for decades. What do you think? Should Britain ditch the EU for a trade deal with the US, or is it better off aligning with Europe? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to British Breakdown for more insights into the biggest political stories shaping the UK.